What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another VV Vision video. If you guys didn't know, we are live streaming right now. Maybe you should hit that bell notification button down below so you can stay updated whenever we go live. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about the Dcon drops. We're going to be talking about MTL and if it's going to be coming this month and some other questions. So should we just get right into the MTL thing? What are you thinking? What are you thinking this month? It's supposedly the end of Q2. And when Cashout is supposed to be coming. What do you think? Do you think Cashout is going to be coming this month, or do you not?
I don't think so, because web platform, like, just thinking through the steps. First, we need web platform. Second, we need KYC. We don't have either of those, and I don't think they're just going to drop everything all at once. So I don't know. I'm thinking a little longer. I'm still confident that they'll have it and everything. I feel like whenever they set dates, it makes things really difficult. People get really hyped, and then people get let down when those dates aren't like met. And so I don't know. In general, I'm thinking we got to see the end of web platform, which we've only seen like the second beta rollout, right? And I'm feeling like they're going to do.
No, I think we've seen. A lot of people in the Discord have the web platform. We don't have web platform. Let us know in the comments right now if you guys have the web platform. But I think a lot of people do have web platform, but the majority of people, I don't know. I feel like the majority don't have web platform. They did say in the most recent community update that I think almost everybody should have web platform by May. So that they did not deliver on. But yeah. I still, So VV Arcade's got web platform. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. We'll read through all the comments once we get to it. But bro, I had the email for web platform and they revoked it. Ooh. So I wonder if they are having problems with it. I'm wondering if once the web platform comes out, if Cashout's only going to be through web platform or if it's going to be through your phone as well. Because I think the web platform is the only way to put extra like money besides the limited amount through the Apple Store and everything. So I wonder if they can only cash out through the web platform.
Yeah, even if it's not, I kind of hope it requires the web platform, or that you have to do it through that, so that there's not maybe like Apple fees associated with withdrawing money. Because if the money going in is catching those Apple fees and then coming out catching Apple fees again, I feel like they're just going to be losing money everywhere. And so I feel like they'll keep it restricted to web platform for pulling money out. But yeah, like Carter said, not everybody has it. We don't include it. I know there's people in here saying they don't as well. Shouts out to you guys. Gang, let's go. But yeah, I definitely think we're going to need to see that, and then KYC. And I don't know if we'll see KYC implemented as soon as web platforms dropped. And so
the thing is,
think in a minute.
The thing is, once they do web platform and because they can release KYC and cash out basically at the same time. They can say, all right, the first whatever people that do KYC can do cash out, because then it kind of buys them some time, because they could deliver that by the end of Q2 and still be delivering without fully giving everybody cash out by the end of Q2.
Like everybody who completes. Well, I feel like.
What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking in the comments? You guys think cash out is coming this month, or do you not? What up, buddy? Had an awesome day playing paintball with one of my kiddos. Hope all is well. Let's go.
I played paintball one time with one of the foreign exchange students. I was on the soccer team. We went for that. And I accidentally shot my mans in the nards. I thought he was on the other team. Yeah. And he was from Scotland.
What, your teammate?
Yeah. Because he was like on the other side of the map, and I looked over and I was like, is that him? Like, who is that? And then I just like popped one shot and just perfect right into the biscuits. And
into the biscuits.
Yeah. After that, like, mans wanted revenge. Okay. And so next round, we're starting the game. We run out in the map, just lays into me the entire time. I'm like running to get a position. I had like 30 paintball shots to my back. It was awesome. Loving paintball. But yeah, I'm hyped for you. That sounds fun.
Veve already listed what happened in May. So June for now has Jurassic Park and ... Yeah, somebody said it in here. Buzz Lightyear in Jurassic Park. I think they will start rollout first week of July. So he thinks after Q2. Shout out to Veve Arcade. Go check out his channel. So what is your guess which 4 Harley Quinns drop there? And will it be this? Wait, what? What is your guess which 4 Harley Quinns drop there will be this Sunday? So we can share and see the only Harley Quinn we can see right now. So this Harley Quinn is looking a little goofy in my opinion. What are your thoughts on it?
I don't think it's terrible. I mean, it's another artist rendition. It definitely doesn't give me as bad of vibes as Elektra. Like, I don't know. Like
yeah.
I still think this is better. I think it's nice to have this type of stuff in the app because these are kind of more like saturation items, not a lot of hype, and I think they'll help the real grails stand out a little bit more. But yeah, I don't think anything in this set's going to go crazy. The ultra rare might have a little potential for profit, but probably won't maintain hype. And yeah, unless they're like insane or animated or something, but I feel like there just isn't too much hype around these.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, I think it's decent. The only thing that like gets me a little bit is just like right around here, the lips and the smirk. I guess she's trying to go for like a certain look, but I don't know, it does look a little funny. But we'll go into the Dcon in just a second. We got some more questions we're gonna be looking at. So why do we need Cashout? Why do we need Cashout, Ben?
So that our gems don't remain Clash of Clan gems. That is why. Everybody knows the answer to this question. We thought we'd throw it in there for fun. In case you don't know, I would say it's pretty important to be able to pull your money out as well as put it in. I feel like that's a major point of the NFTs, is being able to not only own something, but be able to sell that thing. And so, yeah, I feel that's a pretty simple question. If anybody's stumped on that one, let us know and we'll try to clarify. But
yeah, so MD, is there cash out on the web platform already? No, right? So no, there is no cash out on the web platform, but you can enter your credit card or debit card and buy gems.
You can put more money in.
Yeah, you can put more money in. You just can't take any out right now.
Yeah.
And so once we get cash out, if say we get cash out this month, say everybody in June has cash out by the end of the month. In 2 months, so by the end of July, do you think there's going to be more money in the app, or do you think there's going to be less money in the app? Personally, I think there's going to be more money in the app, because I think this is holding a lot of people back. And like everybody I talk to, they ask about cash out. Can you cash your money out? Once I say no, they're like, okay, once cash out comes, I will put money in. And I think that's going to be the case for a ton of whales, especially people on Ethereum, people that have a lot of Bitcoin, all the crypto people, especially because you can't take your NFTs off the platform. I think once you can cash out, I think that's going to be more of an incentive to put money in. And if you can put crypto in, if you can buy gems with Ethereum, Bitcoin, Omi, I think a lot more money will be coming in. What do you think?
That's a hard one because I feel like the specifics of cash out aren't completely known. And so, like you were saying, if ETH and people who made a bunch of money on some other cryptocurrency, other NFTs on OpenSea, anywhere else besides US dollars, if they made a bunch of money on that and their cash out, or like cash in, cash out, allows them to take that Ethereum and buy stuff with it, then I can definitely see things going up. But if it's just web platform cash in, I still think we might be up overall. But I think that, like Carter was saying, getting ETH in here and kind of interoperability in terms of the currencies you can use to actually buy gems, like if you can start buying stuff with Omi, the Omi to NFT and stuff like that, I think that'll really open the doors. But if it's just kind of the web platform cash in, I think that'll definitely boost us up. But I don't think it's going to bring any new whales who didn't already know about stuff in. So that's a hard one though.
Stefan says, only thing for sure that's coming in is another Marvel comic book every week. So I definitely understand that people are kind of upset with Veve keeps dropping drops, but no cash out. But the thing is, like, it's two different things happening at the same time. So I think they're still working on cash out, and it's not really stalling. Like dropping these new Marvel comic books or any new drops, I don't think is stalling at all for cash out. Do you agree?
Yeah, I don't think this stuff is stalling. I mean, they've said, people have asked them on Twitter. I can't remember if it was Veve or David Yu that responded, but shout out Randy Chavez. Man's talked about it in his video. And I mentioned this a while ago, that somebody asked, how many drops could you have if you stop preparing new stuff and just drop what you have? How many like AAA stuff, do you have to drop? And they said like 300 drops worth of, A tier type of stuff. And so,
yeah, I think they said like 200 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
I think it was actually.
200
so
weeks
assuming
worth.
maybe like one drop a week. I'm sure there's comics in there, but I really think that this is what they've been building up for like the past 3 years, is to get to this point where they have a steady schedule that regular users are aware of and can kind of stay in the loop, go for the drop every week, and it keeps people involved. If they were to stop drops, I honestly don't know if that would be great. I think it might help the market prices, but I think some people might lose interest in the app, stop using, and maybe not check back as much as they might like want to. And I don't know. I don't think there's any issues with it. I can understand how people are a little upset when we get some dud comics here and there, but you don't have to go for them. They're just there.
Definitely don't have to go for them. I actually didn't go for the Tarzan comic today. I'm pretty upset about that. What did you end up doing?
I did.
You did?
And I got a rare.
Ooh, let's go. Let's go. Let us know what you guys got in the comments. I didn't get anything. I checked the market and they were going for I think like 8 gems for the common. So the cheapest you get was about 8. I
was surprised about that. Because it wasn't a very valuable comic in real life, was it?
I mean, it wasn't crazy. I think it was $190 for 9.6. And there are a ton of Tarzan comics. These covers did look pretty sweet though, and it's the first.
The secret rare was something about that secret rare cover is very nice.
Wait, so the rare was the gold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I didn't like how the 4 of them were like the same thing with the different color, and I really liked the yes sir, let's go. The secret rare art was just really cool, but I probably won't be picking it up.
Do you think this artificial pump in market will slow down again because no new gems have been put into the app? I think there's still a ton of new gems getting put into the app. It's not nearly as much as there were in the past, like Jan or February-ish, because that's when everything was pumping. That's when the FOMO was going absolutely bonkers. But
that's when the scam money with millions of dollars came in.
Yeah, and then when was that? March?
I can't even remember. Time's been flying.
Time has been flying. I can't believe we have Darth Vader. I actually can't believe we actually have Darth Vader now.
Will slow down again because no new gem.
Read it.
Sorry,
the one you're looking at.
Just to readdress the previous one, I do think we're still going to be in a slow bit until macro picks up a little bit. I know Carter and I debated this on VV Vault.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think it'll be a minute until we see those like crazy prices. But who knows? Because I like Carter's point that the unexpected is always what happens.
Literally everybody, like all the news channels are all talking. We're going into a recession. Yeah. We're all, and that's exactly when we get the opposite. So, yeah, I think we will see a flip when everybody's not expecting it at some point. I don't know if that's going to be tomorrow or if that's going to be in the next couple months, whenever that is. So it also gives larger whales or institutions more confidence to invest into the collectibles like we have Cashout. Yeah,
the main point, and I think it's just like that credibility kind of like, it's not a rug pull. No, I don't think that. But anybody you tell right now, if you're like telling them and you're like, oh yeah, but I can't take my money out. I just like put 10,000 into the app or whatever, and I own these things, and they're like, okay, I'm not going to do that. So it's definitely, I think, a big part of that credibility. It might bring in other IP to work with them, even though I don't think the, licensors care too much about the consumer taking their money out. But I definitely agree with you.
It does, since we don't have Cashout. I think it makes it a pretty good opportunity, honestly. If you're willing to take the risk and putting money into the app, I think that it's a pretty good opportunity because so many other people are scared to do it right now. So once Cashout comes, I think we will see a pump in the market. And a lot of people are selling or have sold the past month or two because they're worried about people selling once Cashout comes. I don't really think once Cashout comes, I don't think many people will sell.
Yeah, I'm not so much worried about people selling when Cashout comes, because I think anybody who wants to be out by now is out. If they're not, they waited until the worst time almost. But I think that anybody who wants to cash out will have their gems out, and I'm more so worried about just not having any crazy drops, any crazy catalysts like MTL or anything like that. I think the catalyst is where, like, what's going to actually cause the market to pick up, and until we see something like that, like some interoperability or anything like that, I'm not sure if we'll, see a crazy pump, and I think things will continue to decrease. The grails like Darth Vader we saw, that fought back against the resistance and stuff, but I don't, not everything's going to do that. And so I think we're going to kind of stay in this type of market where it's only the grails that we see doing really well. The rest of the stuff has a little hype for a day, then dies down, but we'll have to see.
What about the bear market? Don't you think the current market status will turn down people from putting money into VV Cashout or not?
What about the bear market?
Don't you think the current market status will turn people down from putting money to VV? I'm guessing the macro.
I think, right? Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe I can definitely see how people who are maybe from like the world of stocks or anything like that might be discouraged to put money into VV if everything else is down. But I feel like anybody kind of looking to invest in what is it? Not like innovative companies, even though I think Veve is that, but disruptive technologies. That's how Randy Chavez puts it. And I really like that. But I think that anybody looking to invest in that space sees this as like the perfect opportunity to buy up. And I think that's why we saw, you know, some things kind of hold their floor at this price. I think there are definitely people with a lot of money who realize that this is a decent time to invest. But
sweet deals with incoming, with cash out, big dips, and then a big boom. Yes, sir. Yeah. I don't think Veve's scared of cash out, but they will have an exchange do it for them. Yeah, there will be a third party that does the transaction in between.
Yo.
I'm curious to see what happens once you can buy with Omi crypto, because that's going to be weird paying with Omi and then paying the fees for the licensors in gems. That's kind of interesting. Like I wouldn't expect them to do that, but I mean, I guess it does make sense because maybe they don't want Omi, but it seems like they should have some sort of system in place that would exchange the Omi for gems instantly or something, just to make it a little bit more seamless. And maybe in the future they will end up doing that. Has Veve delayed major exchanges for another year? Could bring hundreds of thousands of new users to help cash out. I think so. For Omi, I'm guessing he's talking about Omi. Has Veve delayed major exchanges? I'm glad they have delayed major exchanges, and I hold Omi. So I'm glad, because I mean, if they bring all the new exchanges right now, there would be no hype by the time like we actually have Omi staking and everything. Like I want them to add some sort of utility, or maybe make it so you can buy collectibles with Omi before they do that. Because if you just buy the token with no, if it's a utility token and you don't have utility for the token, there's no real reason to buy it, except for the fact that in the future we will have stuff for it.
Yeah, I definitely with Carter on that, and I think that it's so much better if they wait until they have a decent game out. Like say Fableborn does really good, it pulls a decent amount of people in, and you're like scrolling through and it's finally on major exchanges and you see this token, you've heard that it's linked to a game that's pretty good or something. Like Carter said, it's all about utility, even though I think Omi could perform good, kind of like a Dogecoin or something with no utility and just kind of hype. I think it's a little better to rely on some utility to help you out rather than just a bunch of hype and people pumping it up. But I'm curious to see where that goes, but I cannot wait for some utility.
Yeah, I don't think they are. So MD says, I also don't think they're stalling, but if the drops would only be possible with cash out, I'm sure we would have had cash out months ago. Yeah.
I doubt, like, yeah,
It's a double-edged sword. I'm glad peeps have left so I can bag more sets and collectibles, but I do miss seeing my Veve value at 250K.
Oh my goodness.
Definitely agree. I mean, seeing the prices down hurts, but like knowing that everything's so cheap and it will probably go up once everybody comes in. I mean, like I made the point in the other video, I think it was 2 videos ago, Darth Vader, I mean, 6,000 editions, and this is just Darth Vader. Almost every collectible I personally think is a good deal right now. I mean, 6,000 of them, and there's how many people in the world? This app is literally targeted towards every single country there is in the world. So I mean, I think these numbers are honestly pretty limited. Even some of the like Spider-Man uncommon, I mean, 10,000 editions. I don't know exactly what it is, maybe 12,000 editions. Yeah, it seems like a lot, but in reality, I think a lot of people in the world are going to want that. And I think a lot of people that maybe wouldn't expect to collect some of these things, I think will end up getting into it, especially if me and Ben were just talking about, if they incorporate something with Niantic, which is the company that made Pokemon Go, if they make it so if you have a 20% or 25, 30% chance increase of getting a drop if you just go to the nearby Pokestop or whatever they end up calling it and just transferring the Pokestops from Pokemon Go into a new like trade center or some sort of building that they just take the Pokemon stops from Niantic, which is the team that they're working with. I mean, I think we will see a big boom in the market. Tarzan Secret Rare has the lowest editions on Veve.
Yeah, I was just looking at that and I didn't even realize it. I love
it. It doesn't have the lowest editions.
Yeah, not on Veve, but it's a very 207 editions is.
It's pretty limited. Yeah,
quite nice.
It is quite nice. I think
the others are 150. Or something like that.
Yeah. So
very nice.
Stefan's account came from 250K to 58K. That is sad.
Oh, darn.
Very sad, but
I feel that.
Feel your pain. Everybody in the chat feels your pain right now.
Yeah.
the comics are brilliant because there are thousands of junk comics they can release, and they'll always sell out because Veve. Yeah, we're all Veve addicts now. Everybody's going for the drops just to hope for that secret rare. I mean,
bruh,
it's such a smart system because like
yes, this should not be understated. The addictive nature of this app. Social media alone is extremely addictive. Everybody knows that. But if you're incorporating this new form of social media and flexing with Veve NFTs and stuff, if this catches on and they really harness the power of social media and like little nudges and notifications, all sorts of stuff, so you can actually go in and enjoy the social media and you can buy stuff on it.
Yeah.
This is like the wombo combo here in terms of like not really taking advantage of, but like maximizing profit. I think like, I don't know. I think Veve is so addictive, and I think there is some crazy stuff they could do. I hope they don't do all of that and really like, you know, manipulate us. But
it's making Omi looking like a pretty good investment, isn't it? The secret rare on the upcoming comic is horrible. Look at her backpack. Yeah, I saw that. Do you see the backpack incident?
I didn't look at those, but so it didn't look. I saw it for like half a second, and I immediately thought, okay, this has been published within the past like 5 years, probably not.
But did you see what the problem was on it?
No, what is it?
So if we go, I'll pull it up right now, guys. So share screen. If you look at her backpack, you can actually see that it was just cut out of the ultra rare, I'm pretty sure. So we have to go to the actual one. Sorry. If I can find it. Okay, here we go. So the secret. Oh wait. Oh, it's the most recent one. Sorry.
Yeah. Or no. Next one up.
Okay, so we go here. We're finally here. You see this?
Cringe.
Yeah. So you see the leaves on the backpack?
Yeah.
Oof.
But I also yeah, as not good as that is, you should be able to look at this comic and know immediately that this is not it. I don't know.
I think this one's cool.
That one's pretty cool, but when was this published? 2019, 2018? Because you know it was within the past like 5 years, and I don't know. I'm just not I know there's some decent comics published recently, and I'm not a big comic head. I'm sure people will be clowning me for this, but I don't know how valuable many of these new releases are going to be.
Yeah, fair value, $350 for 9.6. Shout out to Dcon.
When was it? When was the release? What are those dates there?
I can't
watch. Marvel founded. FA Marvel Superheroes published. So this was published in 2013. Anything
newer is definitely
and newer in general. I don't even like those. I don't even go for them really because they don't have value.
Except I don't know, because some of these comics. I mean, is this the FA? Is this the FA?
It could be the type thing where
yes, first appearance of
years from now they
But the thing is like some of these characters, if I'm stuttering like crazy right now, but basically I can't even think of what it is. What's the comic with all the 12 first appearances?
Is it the House of X one?
No. Oh, this is killing me.
Thanksgiving special?
No. So, but I'm trying to make the point that it doesn't matter what the old physical comic books are and what they're valued at, because we're going to get so many new users that aren't comic collectors in the real world. That I think some of these, if they all have 30,000 editions, say every comic on Veve has 30,000 editions. I mean, I think the newer characters, whatever is popular in the movies, I think is going to be what ends up being the most valuable, except for the exceptions like Marvel Comics #1. And obviously the very main like grails in the real world.
Thank you, Jared.
Thank you, Jared. Appreciate both of you. We appreciate everybody in the chat right now. The Gale in the house. Pokemon announcement this year or not?
Nah, I don't think so. Maybe, but I feel like the best time to release it is the summer. So it's now or never, and I don't think it's going to be now. I don't think it's going to be never either, but I think like next summer or something like that. Because when they released Pokemon Go, that was the perfect timing in the summer, get everybody outside. And I feel like that's still Veve's goal, kind of underneath everything with this augmented reality, is not to lock people in their houses. So they're like just, stuck inside. I think they're going to want people out moving around. I think they could do that with Niantic, like Carter was talking about with the, you go to a little, Pokestop or whatever, and you get better chances on a drop, or you can get special. I don't know. I'm sure there's all sorts of stuff they could do, but I think they're gonna hold off.
Yeah, that is hard. I saw some speculation about somebody in the comments was talking about how Pokemon was going to release some sort of NFT in June, July. I tried to look it up. I couldn't find anything. It was probably in some little AMA of something a while ago, but I don't know. I think an announcement is possible, but I don't think it's going to be Pokemon. I think it's going to be like Nintendo or something like that.
Yeah, which any of the Nintendo characters would
Mario, Luigi.
Yeah, they would look perfect on Veve.
So good. I think anything from Nintendo,
yeah,
especially if there's any type of game. I was thinking if they dropped like some sort of Pokemon, even if it's not like their AR thing, if they dropped a Game Boy or something, they dropped the Game Boy, then you can finally play a legal version of the old Pokemon games on your phone. Because you know how there's like the emulators and you can like illegally play. So if they dropped the Game Boys that played the actual games, that would be amazing, especially if it saved all your data in the account and everything.
I could see them how they kind of tease Star Wars though, with like, we got the comic, then we got the lightsabers and the poster and stuff. I feel like they could tease Pokemon, and I hope they don't, but with like some element cards or whatever, like, oh, here's like a water drop, but it's for Pokemon, so now we have the Pokemon license, but we're just gonna hold it and drop it when we want.
Or like David, you putting the Pokemon card in the back of the thing.
Like, there's
little teases like that all the time. I do think they're going to release some sort of Nintendo drop before they do announce Pokemon. And I wanted to shout out Green Goblin because he helped with the comic I was looking for, Strange Academy. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yes,
thank you. I'm thinking Immutable X will announce something to do with Pokemon before Veve does. Ooh, yeah, because they did have that little thing that was like found out as a little like leak, how they're working with the Pokemon trading card game.
Yeah, I think this has been talked about before, I feel like, but I think that the trading card game, I think, will be separate from anything Veve does. If Veve has a license, which we both think they do, or are working on it or whatever, we'll get it. I think Veve is looking for something different than just a trading card game. So I could see IMX having JPEG trading cards that you use. That would be really cool. I'm not against that at all. But I think Veve is definitely going to step it up, obviously, with the digital collectibles. And I'm sure they might even bring in the Ecomi card into the mix.
Oof.
Or physical card combinations like we've seen with HRO cards. I think they're just going to bring it up to the next level. And so even if Immutable X does, I think that Veve will be able to compete with them and most likely like succeed while competing with them. But
yeah, I'm excited for those Ecomi cards. That's going to be super cool, especially if I hope they make it so you can buy them with gems in the store, because that would be cool.
That would help out.
Yeah. But I mean, taking those out at a restaurant, holding all your Omi on it, and then staking Omi, like if you can stake Omi but then also use the Omi, so you're like literally getting collectibles behind the scenes as you're just holding a currency, that would be so cool.
Carter and I were talking about this too, but of course I just lost it. That's
just tell me if you get back to it. I feel like any pump we have during the bear market will die down, since people will compare their Veve capital to other assets like Bitcoin. And if you can buy 10 Bitcoin with a secret rare Spidey, I see a lot of people selling out to buy other assets that are low during this bear market. Would love to be proven wrong, of course. Yeah, the only thing with this is the FOMO. Like the FOMO, once these collectibles start pumping, you just want to throw more and more money into it. Like it should be the opposite, where you want to take money out. But once the FOMO kicks in, you just want to throw more and more money. So I'm thinking, okay, I don't want Veve to do this. But if Veve wanted to, they could pump their own collectible by, say, Darth Vader. Say Veve, or it doesn't even have to be Veve, but say Darth Vader starts running up. I mean, people are going to start saying, okay, I see the Darth Vader just went to 7K. Let me throw money into the Thor. And then they start buying the Thor. Then another one pumps, and another one pumps. It's just like a big old train.
I don't know, but it's gonna be takeoff. I really like all these prices are relative, and I definitely like if one of the grails pumps, every other grail is gonna pump relative to that. Most likely, we could be proven wrong, but that's how it's worked, and we've been in the app for like a year, or maybe I don't even know. It's been a while, but yeah. I remember what I was gonna say though, and we were talking about augmented reality glasses. We might make a video on this or talk about it some other time, but Facebook, Apple, tech companies in general seem to be interested in augmented reality. I think it's very feasible compared to VR because you're not completely immersed in something else. And so I think that can allow for a lot of the like practical utility of helping you out. You have glasses that might zoom in on stuff, blah, blah, blah. But if we reach that level, I think this is where things are going to stand out. And especially what Carter was saying for the Ecomi card, if you can use that in places, and we live in a world where augmented reality glasses have become normal, and you use your card and somebody with augmented reality glasses sees a slideshow of all your collectibles just like floating above your card when you pass it out to the waiter to cover the bill or whatever. Crispy.
Absolutely amazing. That would be so sweet.
Just little things like that, I think, as time goes on, these other
Talk about your
technologies
Lambo.
develop.
Talk about your Lambo.
This is another thing that I think is very possible. I don't know why it wouldn't be. It might not be perfect, but we live in a world with augmented reality glasses, right? You're walking down the street. Maybe you don't like the clothes that you have or something. So you got some drip, you got a skin for yourself in augmented reality. Anybody with those glasses on can see your skin. Maybe you're just a banana from Fortnite walking around or something. But the same thing I think could happen with cars. Like I was saying, I don't drive some luxurious car. I drive a little broken down man's. And so if I could buy a Lamborghini skin for my, random little car, I think that would just be a really cool thing. You're walking down the street, you see a Lambo, take the glass off, psych.
That car sucks.
Yeah, but I think that we could definitely see stuff like that in the future. And I don't know, I'm really excited, especially for augmented reality glasses and when they really get fine-tuned, because I think there's a lot of possibilities with that can really bring NFTs to another level, but we'll have to see.
Taxi Corp Electric Taxis says, I understand the utility, but deliberately holding back listings from major exchanges as suggested is by definition compromising the security of the asset Omi. The answer surely is exchange plus utility. Yes, sir. I sold my Risso for 3 Darth Vaders today. Long term, I think it will have better return. Yeah, that is a hard one because Risso is super tempting, but the Darth Vaders, they're definitely a cool, like they're one of the coolest collectibles in my opinion on it, just because I like the animation a lot. You're not a huge fan of it though.
I'm not like a huge Star Wars fan to begin with, but I thought the animate, like I don't know, I expected a little more from the animation because the lightsaber coming out is really cool. I like it, sinister vibe, super epic, but it just, as cool as it is, I think that they could have done something like just cooler, I guess, because he like his lightsaber comes on.
It's so clean though. It's so clean. I get what you're saying, but it's the animation so smooth, so clean. It's one of the best, and it is probably the best animation on the app for like smoothness, I guess.
Yeah, the most realistic.
Yeah. And then just in AR, because it's probably easier to make the darker characters like Black Panther we saw looks amazing in AR as well. But like Darth Vader looks very good in AR, and he honestly kind of looks real. Like it looks kind of like there's a person if you get the angle right and everything.
Yeah, it definitely looks more human-like than any of the other animations I've seen, like Spider-Man when he does the backflip and stuff. It definitely looks a little weird, and like Black Panther, his was probably like the best, but there are definitely some.
They will go back and fix the animation for Spider-Man. I'm calling it right now. I don't know when it's going to be, but I think eventually some of these main characters, especially if they get up there in prices, like Marvel's making 6% every single time a Secret Rare Spider-Man sold, and like imagine that Secret Rare Spider-Man's at like 500K. They're gonna update the animations. I'm guessing at some point, if that is one of the biggest grails on the app, say Spider-Man, I think whatever the biggest grails are on the app they're gonna go back and add utility, or they're gonna add animations.
I think it'll be a minute before that.
I do too. I think it's going to be like a while, but I think eventually they will definitely bring stuff, especially if people keep trading them. It's just going to make them want to trade them even more and exchange new hands to get that 6% fee every single time. How big are your Omi bags, fellas? My bags are too full for it to tank like that. It made me cry a little bit. Yeah, upsetting. Definitely upsetting.
What was the news? There's some news, and I was sitting with Carter, and he just started having like a panic attack because the news that could
my God, yeah.
Omi. Remember that?
Yeah, that was bad.
I was
Guys,
sitting there and Carter's just like starting to like break
we
down.
got okay.
Special guest coming up.
Yeah, we got
here.
the Egg Master
Mister.
in the chat. We got Dino. Let's go.
Let's
In
go.
the chat. Let's go.
We're on our way to Dcon, baby.
Oh, we
Well, the
can't hear
party.
him.
Tell me what he's
Can you
saying.
hear me?
Yes,
Can you
sir.
hear me?
I can hear you.
We're on our way to Dcon. Let's go.
Let's go.
I
That's
can't hear
awesome.
anything.
Yeah, he's going to Dcon right now.
Yo.
On his way.
Well, the
hyped
party,
for
the
you.
pre-party or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah. So what's your favorite collectible from the Dcon drop?
I mean, I probably wouldn't pick any of them as my favorites, but
What do you say?
if I had to pick, I'd probably pick the first poster, the one with like the winding river. I do like that. Actually, I do like that one. I don't know if it's gonna be. Yeah, I do like that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, my favorite. I picked this as my number 2, which was the river. Yeah, I like the bunnies. I like how the bunnies are on the side, like the orange bunnies. I didn't even realize that there was orange bunnies on the side at first.
Cool. I didn't even know there was bunnies.
Yeah, you didn't? So the bunnies right here, obviously, but then the white, you can see kind of like bunny outlines in those. Then all the leaves coming down here, all bunnies over here. And this one, I don't like this one as much. This is probably my least favorite. You can see the bunnies all on the sides. It's all made out of bunnies, just like the other 2 posters we have. This was my I think it was my number 4, because I like the other vulture that we have on the app a little bit more, because I like the colors more on the other one. Yeah. This one's still decent, and it has 1,000 less editions.
That one's a guaranteed money loser, though.
Yeah, the guaranteed money maker. I'm liking the shut up and paint.
Yeah.
So hyped for this.
Yeah, it's got 888 editions, so
it's gonna be so hard to hit.
It's gonna be so hard to hit. Yeah, I'm definitely considering maybe not going for it, but I mean, it looks so cool. And the other one's sitting at $350 for the same amount of minutes.
Definitely, like Carter was talking about this, but I think it'll definitely go for a little bit more than the first one, just because I think it does look a lot better. I think it has a little more character.
Yeah,
it'll be hyped too.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about this pearl one?
Moonflower.
It's interesting.
I honestly don't know enough about the art. I think it's all about the artist, right? Like, I think I don't know enough about him, so I'm kind of waiting for Veve and 3's video to break it down for me, so I don't have to do it.
Yeah. So Ben, do you agree with what he said? Just kidding. Ben can't hear you, but I want to know what these words say on the side. It looks like love, maybe, or something, but
I've been calling it the Cabbage Patch Kid, but I'm also like I don't know anything about art. I call it the Cabbage, and then people started calling it the Cabbage Patch Kid.
The Cabbage Patch Kid is the new name for it.
It does. I can see that.
But that's I wonder if Brennan Z is liking that one, because that's the Ghost Bear King.
That's the one he likes, dude. That's the one he likes.
Yeah. I mean, that's his artist. That's his man.
Oh, that's the Ghost Bear artist. Oh, I thought it was a new artist.
No, that's a Ghost Bear artist. I mean, it's collabed with another artist, though. So the other artist, I think, is new.
Okay. Ghost Bear artist, no good then. No, just kidding. Ben, how you doing, bro? You've been absent. You've been busy?
What'd you say?
I said, how you been? You been busy?
Yeah, just working and adultish things. So, but yeah.
Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah, it's been epic. But yeah, how about you?
Doing good, dude. Adultish things aren't fun, so I'm going to Dcon. So
yeah, there you go. I wish I could make it. I might be out there like in July or something, but I don't know, and I don't think it'll time up well, and I have to miss like the actual Dcon. But I'm so hyped for Dcon. I can't wait to see the actual drops they have during like Dcon week. But
oh yeah, dude. Are you gonna come down for the real one in November, the actual Dcon?
I can't, because I'm like studying abroad the fall semester, and so I'll be like out of the country.
Oh,
and
dang.
I don't think I can fly back, or at least I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to. We'll see, but yeah, I was definitely sad about that. Flex on him.
Oh, that's fire, bro.
Flex on him. So, did you get Darth Vader on drop?
I did. I got mini darts.
Yes, sir. How many secret rares you stack up?
Ultra rares?
Or
I have 4 right now.
God darn. This boy is a whale.
I hit 3 on drop though.
Oh my, 3 ultra rares?
Yeah.
What? Nah, he's cheating. Somebody report
hacker
right now.
He's got bots. He's got
cheating.
It was a good day.
No way. 3 ultra rares, Andre. No.
Bro, you gotta run multiple
Dino,
devices.
Yeah.
What's your top 5 grails on the app?
Oh gosh, my top 5. Like, if I'm just picking like my favorites, I'm gonna pick all Star Wars. You know, because I don't like anything else really. But
Yeah.
I think the top 5 grails are probably like what Todd, Walt, Vader. I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm not even a big. Honestly, I'm not a big Secret or Spider-Man fan. I feel like he's overpriced, but because of his price, I guess you got to put him in there. So maybe those 4 are like collectibles. Comics is different. I feel like it's, you go comics, you gotta. I think it's all about the in real life value on the comic.
Yeah. You think Risso deserves to be top 5 grails or no?
I don't put him there because I think Todd only has value because Todd is the first. Because we see what Batman's do. Batman's are $40. Like, you can go pick up a Batman for 30 gems right now, and it's Jim Lee, and it looks awesome, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I think Todd is there because he's the first. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Rizzo, it's like an error, right? Rizzo is the ultra rare, but it's like the error FE. It's hard to say. I wouldn't buy a Rizzo though. Except I only bought Rizzos to flip them.
Yeah. That's something I still struggle with and I'm like trying to get used to. And I don't know, but first appearance versus best appearance. That I still struggle with because there's so many, like even the Darth Vader first appearance. I'm sure they'll drop a crispy looking Darth Vader in the future that is, animation wise, graphics wise, way better than this one. And I'm just interested I'm sure they'll give it more mints or something to try to maintain the value on this one. But first appearance, first best appearance. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and it's so hard for me to I don't know, fall into the first appearance wave because I feel like that's where everybody's at on the app right now.
I feel like it's kind of even. I feel like first appearance. I mean, I think it has to be first appearance and a good collectible at the same time to really make it go crazy like Darth Vader. Once Master Collector comes out with leaderboards is when I believe Veve will start to rally up. Yeah, I think leaderboards, that's going to be a big one. Because
are you guys in Hero? You guys aren't in Hero at all, right?
Nope, not in Hero.
Bro, that leaderboard is like a drug, dude. You're like, because you want the airdrop. So like it's not about the number. They have to incentivize the leaderboard. Like, if it's not incentivized, I don't think it will be with Hero. You're going to get like thousands of dollars of airdrop. So it's like, you're like, I gotta climb. Like,
yeah. Veve can sell me a bag of rocks. For pretty much anything that drops on Veve is gonna sell out, depending on the price. Are the lightsabers sold out?
Yeah, they sold out, but they sold out right before Vader.
Okay.
I will say this though, I've been telling everyone today, if you guys mint out those ugly ass Harley Quinns, anyone on this stream, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, we were talking about those earlier, the Harley Quinns that are coming out. Yeah. I'm hoping that the ultra rare and rare or end up looking cool or something. I wonder if they'll add an animated one to it because that would mix things up. I don't think
it's a real statue. It's a real statue.
Yeah. I don't know. Because
you think they're good? I'm like, I feel like they're going to be overpriced and over minted.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Black and White Series 2 was a little bit over minted and overpriced for the black. Wait, is it black and red or red? I think it's red. Harley Quinn red. So I don't know. Oh, Cap in the chat. Yes, how much longer do you have until you get to Dcon? Do you know?
We still got a few hours. We're a couple hours away. My wife and I are about to switch drivers in a minute. So it'll be nice.
What city is it in?
It's in Glendale, so it's like basically east of LA.
Okay.
Wait, you guys have been in the app for a while. What's up? Okay, it's gonna sound dumb. I don't really care, but the Harley Quinn pew. Why is that one a big deal?
That one has like such little additions. I mean,
what is it?
I think it's like 600 editions, right?
The Dunny.
Oh, so it's
the Harley
really
Quinn.
Low.
Yeah, it's super limited, and I think that one is pretty cool. I mean, that was like one of the first ones that went up in a ton of price. So I don't know. I think especially the OGs kind of always are going to look at that piece like, oh, like maybe I can finally get it now. So I think it's always going to keep its value because of that. And season.
Oh, okay.
Jared had a good one.
Jared. Yeah. Do you boys think Star Wars drops reignited all of Veve or not really? What do you think it needs to repump? I think Cashout needs to deliver.
Yeah,
I think we need Cashout.
Definitely, like those catalysts we've talked about, marketing, localization or whatever, opening up to other regions and stuff. Just like a few of those, all the catalysts we always talk about. But I do think Star Wars definitely reignited a decent number of users though, and got them kind of checking the app. It's definitely got me more involved because I'll be checking the ultra rare Vader price all the time now. And I wasn't as active on the app up until recently. So I definitely think it pulls more people in. I think it shows that Veve still has the power to do that, but I do think, you know, for us to really reach those previous highs, we need more. But yeah.
So I didn't know that, but let me ask you, Ben, why are you checking it? I bet, are you checking it because you want to pick it up at a certain price?
Are you checking it because you want to pick it up at a certain price?
I'm thinking about it. I had one that I could have bought at like 1,400, and I was sitting with the like. I don't like the reservation thing. I do not, because it like counts down and it just messes with me. Because I sat there for all 100 seconds, just like, do I buy it? Do I buy it? And I ended up not doing it. But I have been checking in case I want to buy it because I do think it is, you know, like a lot of people have been saying. It could be one of the best. I don't know. I definitely think there could be arguments made for that, but yeah.
And that's general, that's why I don't think it will dip more than as much as people want, because there's a ton of people like you. I know they're just like waiting for the dip, and whenever people are waiting for the dip, it usually doesn't come because people buy it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like I was planning on selling one of my Vaders once it started pumping, and then it got to like 2.6, and I was thinking I was about to list, and I'm like, I really don't want to list this. Like I honestly thought I was gonna come out with one. I thought I was gonna have 3 and then come out with one. And after it started pumping, like I usually don't get that like FOMO or like, oh, I want to keep this. But Vader at like 2.5K, I still think is a pretty good deal considering everything else on the app. And I think once people come in, like if a whale comes in, Darth Vader is going to be a pretty good opportunity, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The only reason why we're nervous about it is if Vader dropped 6 months ago, he would have been easily a 20, 30K collectible. Like it would have been ridiculous. And so what would have happened was he would have corrected down to 2, 3K like TODD, right? And so now TODD looks like a juicy deal because it was all-time high 16K and now it's 3, but Vader didn't have the all-time high. So it's kind of like we're almost psyched out because it's literally 6 months ago it would have been like 20 or 30K. So it's like it's hard to judge it.
Yeah, definitely. There's got to be golden moment set holders airdrop. No, what are your thoughts on set holders of any of those sets? I don't know.
Prayer. Yeah, it's a shot in the dark prayer.
As of now, I don't think there's going to be any set holder airdrop. I do think something will come to them.
Yeah, eventually, I think so, but not anytime soon. They're going to drop like 50 more golden moments before they do that.
If they do, it's going to be Walt. I mean, that's my opinion. If they do it, it will be Walt first.
Yeah. I hope they do reward all of the golden moment set holders. Like how many do you think there are? Like how many people do you think own every single golden moment?
A couple hundred.
Yeah, there's not
Rob owns 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's definitely hard. I think people that hold all of them should get something. Like even on next drop that comes out, say another 5 of them come out in a set. I think whoever's holding all of them should at least get 1 free out of the blind box out of those. Like something like that, maybe not like a specific collectible.
Do either of you own the whole set?
No, I used to have all of the first ever like week of releases, and then once they dropped the second one, I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to sell these now because
I'm not gonna
that was like that was like my thing. Like if more come, then I'm gonna sell. If no more come, then I'm gonna hold. But at this point, I think it would be pretty decent deal to maybe pick them up just because they have dropped so much since their all-time highs.
They have, especially like Iron Man. Like, I mean, to me, Iron Man's huge, or like Elsa, just the big ones, you know, like.
Yeah. Lord of the Realms giving you the eggs. Let's go. Dave, you stopped at Matt Gondik's place yesterday. Legend shows the building of big relationships.
Also, did you see the statue he's holding? Because if they drop that little Dragon Ball Z Gondek collab type of thing,
that would be crispy.
That is crispy.
Did you see? I replied. I put Goku confirmed, and then Matt Gondek said no to me.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'll like it when I see it. Do y'all think the Dcon posters will go above retail? I mean, previously the other two posters are sitting pretty high, honestly. I didn't realize they were sitting so high. One of them, which has around the same mints as both of these new ones coming out, was at like $260.
Oh my god.
And these are like, I mean, the first one we were looking at, the one with the river, personally was cooler in my opinion. So
I think they could, but I think they'll kind of follow the path of a lot of recent drops we've seen where they end up below retail after the hype kind of dies down after like a day or so. Because I don't know, maybe they'll maintain their value, but I don't know. The posters in general, I think, are really hard.
Anyone that wants out via MTL are sitting on gems, not sitting on the NFTs.
Yeah.
Wouldn't make sense for them to hold NFTs to sell instantly. MTL arrives.
Yeah.
If they thought NFTs were going down. Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely agree. That's why I don't think there's going to be a sell-off once MTL actually is here. Maybe there's like maybe right when it gets announced, like that some more people have MTL, maybe there's going to be a little spook and like some people thinking like, oh, I can like buy this. Maybe it'll go down a little bit, but then I think the whales are still sitting on hundreds of thousands of gems, like maybe for that exact moment, especially on some of the collectibles that they really like. Do you think Superman is a grail?
I would say he's up. I mean, yeah.
I wouldn't say he's a
very
top grail, but I'd say he's up there.
Top 20 for sure.
Top
right?
20, yeah.
Yeah, top 20 feels good.
Mm-hmm.
That feels right.
Yeah, and Dan actually used Superman as like the
tester to show.
Yeah. He was talking about how in the future, like you're gonna be able to add like a gold cape to Superman and like customize your collectibles, and you use Superman specifically. So I think
they might be at the event because David Yu was in LA like just yesterday.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, if you meet him, that's gonna be crazy. You gotta take videos and stuff.
Oh, dude, I'm down to meet the U, bro. I gotta get U'd.
Walk around with eggs.
You are gonna get U'd. I'm just eagerly waiting for MCP during this dip. Push my sets up to 85, trying to get to 100 before time runs out. Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. How many sets do you have, Dino? I think I have like 11.
3?
Yeah. How many do you have?
How many sets?
Yeah.
Like 4. So I don't have many sets at all.
So an HRO to get the ultra rare Vader. Ooh. Dang.
Yeah, I'm a stacker. I don't have sets. So
once Cashout MTL and incentivized leaderboards come out, the advertising should be crazy, and I think we'll get a good pump. So my prediction is 2024.
Yeah, I think I'd say that's a good prediction. I definitely think even 2023 they could do good, but I do think long term they can really shine.
Star Wars Secret Rare comic dropping, several listed in 900 range. Do you have the Secret Rare comic, right, Dino?
I do.
Yes, sir.
Only has 1,400 of them.
Hey, the Dcon event, if you have 2 tickets, will you get 2 airdrops?
I don't think airdrops are guaranteed. They said giveaways, physical and digital. They didn't say anything other than that. So
that would be sweet if you end up getting some like limited edition thing with the physical.
Oh, you do. They have it. They already have it pre-planned. It's already pre-planned. If you buy the physical at Dcon, you will get guaranteed reservation to buy it on Veve app.
That's smart. That's really cool. In my opinion, the pump will come from IMAX, OpenSea, etc. MTL is a toss-up. Good arguments on both sides. MCP and marketing will be positive. Yeah, once they start paying these influencers to talk about it, like streamers, gamers, any type of influencer, people are gonna flock. They're gonna start flocking to Veve. A lot of people don't even know about Veve. Like if you look up top NFT platforms, nowhere does Veve pop up. Nowhere.
Nope.
So I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. Bruin says, Dino, you really have to pick David Yu's brain, get some good questions ready. Ask him one Pokemon. Ask him one Pokemon.
Yeah. I do that every day on Twitter now.
Pokemon questions.
You should have got a shirt that says "When's Pokemon" and wore that around.
I just walk around with
Still time. Just a blank T right on.
Yeah, Sharpie. You gotta get Sharpie. Yeah. All right, we're gonna be wrapping it up right here. Last question: will the Disney cards ever recover? Secret Rare Goofy disrespected.
Oh, God, I still remember buying into that.
Yeah, that thing went up to like 4K, didn't it?
was some insane price, but
Hey, remember, it's the first secret rare Disney.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe once lenticular, like maybe another set of lenticular cards or something, maybe it could pump because of that, but it's gonna take time for that one, I think.
yeah,
You know what they're
it's
good
gonna
for?
take a
You
lot
can
of
make
time.
shelves. You can make shelves in your showroom out of it. I've seen people.
He said you can use them for shelves.
Yeah, pretty much.
$4,000 shelf.
$4,000 shelf.
Uh,
They play music though. You got some good tunes in your showroom if you got that, boy.
Oh, no stereo needed.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for coming in, Dino,
Yeah.
and thanks for everybody in the chat.
Yes,
Everybody
sir.
hopping in. 83 people. Let's go.
Let's go.
If you're new to the channel, subscribe and then go over to Dino Lang's channel. We'll pin the comment right after this is done and go over there and subscribe to him as well.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for coming in, Dino. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit that like button down below. Comment your thoughts on all this about MTL if it's coming this month. And thanks for everybody hopping in.